or dramas, you know, you can dance, and then they'll do like these performances. Let's do a little pose. Ready?
Let's do it.
Hello everyone, I'm Justin and welcome back to Korean Rhapsody, your favorite traditional music talk show. And today's episode is extra special because it is pre-recorded with a very special guest that you can see right next to me. I'm so excited to introduce her. She's actually one of the first Maltese to win the World Championship medal in 2018 with this instrument, and after that, she also received the title of Cultural Ambassador for Malta by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Culture in Malta. I'm so excited to meet our special harpist, an amazing performer and K-influencer, Michelle Paris. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you very much. Thank you. My name is Michelle Paris, but everyone calls me Mimi, so feel free to call me Mimi.
I'll call you Mimi.
And I'm a harpist, a pianist, and a singer.
So I don't think it was easy to learn to that level. So did you have a very special maybe instructor or teacher in Malta?
Actually, Justin, when I wanted to start learning harp, there weren't any teachers in Malta. And
There weren't any?
None.
Oh, wow.
Zero. Small country, you know? And after a few years, Halian harpist eventually came to Malta, and she trained the person who later became my teacher for pedal harp, which is the orchestral harp. It's got pedals at the bottom. That's why we call it pedal harp.
So how many hours did you practice a day?
In general, I always make sure that I do at least 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day?
You need to keep your fingers going. But when I have a big event, like such as a competition or a concert, I usually practice 4 to 5 hours a day.
And I'm sure you practiced a lot for today's song too.
I
You're going to be
did.
playing a couple songs for us. I'm
Yes.
very excited. So I'm looking forward to the song. So what is the first song that you'll be performing for us?
It's Butterfly by BTS.
Butterfly by BTS on the harp.
On the harp.
I am so excited, and I'm sure our
K-pop harp.
viewers are excited.
Yes.
So let's listen to your very own personal live performance right now of BTS's Butterfly together. Wow, that was amazing. It was
Thank you.
beautiful. I thought I could hear the sound of angels.
Thank
You know,
you.
I didn't know that the harp would go so well with such a trendy song. You know, it's BTS's song, it's K-pop, and I'm sure the
Thank
viewers
you.
loved it too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Army, it's for you.
Okay, are you an army? Are you a
I'm
fan?
a little bit Army,
A
yes.
little bit army. There's a lot of little bit armies here going around. Now I know you just got back to Korea recently.
Yes.
So how did you come to Korea, and what brought you to Korea?
So the first time I came to Korea was actually with my mom on holiday a couple of years ago, pre-corona, of course. It was on my mind for a while because I've loved Korea since 2009. And I always thought, oh, I really want to go on holiday there. But before I came here, I actually attended a course called the K-pop Academy at the KCC UK Korean Culture Center. And I learned a lot about Korean, and the more I learned about it, I realized there are many parallels between my country and Korea. So it only made me want to come here even more and actually experience it firsthand.
So what types of Korean culture were interesting?
The most common one, I think, with most Westerners is the use of the honorifics and so the table manners. That's something that I wasn't used to before coming here, and I had to sort of slowly get into the habit of doing things.
Did you learn the table manners?
I learned some of them.
Okay, let's pretend I'm older than you. What am I doing?
oh,
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? There you go. Two hands.
Two hands.
Oh, you
two
learned
hands.
well.
And I bow a lot
Well,
now.
'cause they
as
don't do
well.
that in your country.
No, they
Yeah, I got
don't.
you,
We
huh?
just give something like that. Like, but it's actually very graceful, I think. But yeah, the whole holding the cup with two hands and the knowing if someone's older or younger, or even sort of, it depends on their role, right, in a company.
Now moving on, I heard that the second song that you chose was Arirang.
Arirang is a very meaningful song in terms of sort of the relationship with Korea and representing its story.
Right.
I've always felt that when people listen to Arirang, they're very moved. and there's a lot of emotion going on. And I think it's a song that actually brings Korean people together as well. And I think that is super meaningful.
Arirang on the harp. I'm so excited. So if you're ready, we'll listen
do
to the song right now. Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you.
So I told you I've heard a lot of different renditions of Arirang before, but I've never heard it played on the harp.
Did you notice that in the middle of the song, I changed the tone?
Okay, so I'm not a professional musician,
Right.
so I may not have noticed.
Lower down, closer to the soundboard
Okay.
to make it sound more like a kayagam.
Ah, I wish I noticed. See, if I knew a little more about the harp, I probably would have caught on. So also I hear that you have a lot of questions about Korean culture.
I do.
So you can ask me, because I've been here for a while
Okay,
now. So
okay.
yeah, if you have anything you're
How
curious
long
about.
have you been here?
I've been here over 10 years now, actually.
Wow. So I was wondering what changed for you
Oh,
in
since I
these
got to
10
Korea?
in these 10 years.
First off, yeah, like honorifics, you know, the mannerisms.
Yeah,
It was a little
right.
different for me because I look Korean.
Right.
So unless I tell people or they hear my accent, when I first came, right now my accent's okay, but they had no idea that I was a foreigner. So they would not appreciate me if I got some of the culture wrong.
The biggest one for me, biggest change was the subway. So when I used the subway in London, you know, there's a lot going on. It's very noisy, it's very crowded, it's smaller, like narrower than Korea. And most people use their phones and they're talking on the phone. And a lot of people actually eat food on the subway. But in Korea, they do not eat food on the subway. That's amazing because there's no bad smell.
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
tarchum. There are these traditional masks that are used for tarchum. Look at these beautiful masks. They're used for tarchum performances. I'll let you choose which one do you want.
The one with the red lips.
The red lips, matching.
Matching,
Looks good
matching.
on you, all right? So
Wow.
we'll show you how it's done.
Smells nice.
So it's used for plays and dances or dramas. You know, you can dance and then they'll do like these performances. Let's do a little pose, ready?
Let's do it.
So this is used in the tarchum. You look very good in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. 강강술래 강강술래
Wow.
달 떠온다 달 떠온다 우리 마을에 달 떠온다 강강술래
Hey.
강강술래. Wow.
Wow, okay.
It's been
Wow,
a while. Sorry, my voice.
You said your voice wasn't good,
Yeah,
but
it's not
it
that
sounded
good
perfect.
today.
Tell me, what can't you do?
I can't cook. This is called Laharbidwi Fuitilasel. That's in my language.
Laharbidwi.
It translates to the last farmer in the valley of honey.
Today we had a very special recording with one of the best harp players in the world.
Wow.
Mimi, thank you so much for joining us today.
감사합니다.
And next week we will be beginning Korean Rhapsody Season 2.
Wow.
It'll be the very first episode. Thank you for watching.
Saha.